Hi, Brian. Kian. I thought you weren't coming to say hello, man. How you doing, Kian? Welcome, lads. Welcome to Belfast again.
I haven't got new chairs.
You still? No, we can't
Last
afford
time I
new.
was here, we were talking about the chairs. I thought you were going to get us at least.
No,
like
we can't afford
a
it.
sofa.
The same chairs,
We can't. They're exactly the same
They're
chairs.
painted blue.
They're not exactly the same chairs. You've changed as well.
Me?
What kind of a haircut's that?
I know, stuff.
What happened?
I don't know, it's just something that I always thought about doing. I've actually changed my hair, I think, in every video. And then this was another video and another change. And
I read it had something to do with Roy Keane.
No, well, obviously, Roy Keane is kind of a big hero, I think, of all the band, to be honest with you. And it was just something we said for the paper, but it wasn't true. No.
Any chance of you getting out to the World Cup next year?
We're actually on tour at around that time. We're going to be in Dublin on the actual for the group matches. But if we get to the final, I'm sick at the moment, Jerry. I've the flu. I'm dying.
You're not well. You've tonsillitis.
I have, yeah.
Voice is gone. All right, but if you're anywhere near Japan, you might look in and see.
Absolutely, we'd love to.
But I think if we do get to the final, we'll cancel our concert and the anniversary of Foot and Out, probably. You know.
Tell me, it's a big year for you, Brian. Very special year indeed. Not just because of the success of the boys, but personally, it's been a big year for you.
It's been an amazing year.
Yeah.
Molly, of course, coming
Molly,
to
all
life.
right. What age is she now?
She's 14 weeks today.
My goodness.
No one else was ever 14 weeks. She's so special, isn't she?
Have you found any conflict at all? Have you found any conflict at all between being a father and being a pop star, your present position?
It is. It's quite hard, but it's a kind of a good thing because it gets me a chance to get away from everything. Because when I'm in Westlife, I'm Brian in Westlife, and then when I go home and I close my door, I'm Brian, Daddy's Molly. Daddy's Molly. That's what I do on Saturday night. I'm Molly. No, I'm Molly's daddy. It's great to kind of have that divide. It kind of keeps my head together, you know, knowing that I'm not going home to the usual stuff. That I'm going home to having a family. And
do you think you've changed?
Yeah, I think obviously it's made me a little bit more mature. I think just a little bit, tiny bit.
Well, let me ask the guy. Has he changed at all, Shane? Do you think?
I think he has. Yeah, I think he's grown up an awful lot. I think it's obviously a big responsibility. I just think
He's up there with us now, Shane.
he's up there with me and the rest of the boys. Yeah, he's mature now and stuff. Yeah.
But you would have noticed that in him, seriously. That has.
I think the only thing that I've seen and changed him is that he enjoys his nights out with the lads more now than he ever did.
Because he has to be in on the other night.
Yeah. You're not supposed to say that, Nicky. Carrie's watching.
I can't believe, like you guys, you've been at the top, what now, 4 years or so?
Three.
Yeah.
But it's still hard to believe that, who's the eldest at 22, 23?
Nicholas.
23, you're the eldest, Nicky. But you're still only 23. Do you ever feel, guys, that you've grown up, you've been isolated from other people of your same age? Because you really don't live normal lives.
Well, can you not tell? We're 22, we sit crossing our legs, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
And what should you be doing?
When you kind of go home. No, I suppose when you go home and you see all your mates, you know, and they're out 5 nights a week, and I suppose we're out 3 nights a week.
We're only out 4.
No, but you know, you miss. I suppose you miss the normal things. You like going to college, and you know, we have a lot of responsibilities at a young age, and sometimes it can be tough. But I mean, we wouldn't give this up for the world. So, you know, what you have, what you kind of, you know, you wouldn't just. You know what I mean?
Give it up.
You wouldn't give it up.
Do you find people? You had a problem in Sligo, didn't you?
Yeah.
In your hometown. Do you find people are jealous of you?
I don't think so. I think that'll happen to anybody. You know, I mean, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it does happen everywhere. It does happen everywhere. You know, and it does happen to people an awful lot. You know, so I mean, there's not really much you can do. At the end of the day, I'm still doing what I love to do. You know, and I'm still touring the world and getting to see a lot of places that a lot of people will never get to see, especially them two guys. Yeah. You know, so I'm very happy with. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I just get over it and get on with it.
Yeah. It's a tough life, though, Mark. Like you last year, if you could read in the paper, you had to take a break from it. You took a couple of weeks off.
Did he?
That's what it said in the paper. That said that you were getting a sort of tough time. You were feeling the pressure.
Well, I think we've all felt the pressure at some stage, and we've all sort of like felt like, right, that's it, I need to go home now or whatever. I can't remember any like sort of big incident.
It was in the paper. It was obviously true, Jerry.
Well, that's the problem. That is the problem.
I mean, definitely, you know, it's like it's not easy because you're under constant 100% like analysation from everybody, like from the time you walk into a shop to get a loaf of bread, or if you like go to a nightclub, if you go wherever you want to go, it's like people are always looking at you and they're always sort of seeing if you're really nice in real life, and you know what I mean. You kind of have to put on almost like a show or whatever, and it kind of takes like a little bit of energy out of you in one way, and as well it just kind of, as I say, it makes you feel different to everybody else, and you know it's not nice to feel sort of different to everyone else, if you know what I mean. When you're this age, it's nice to fit in with the group and have a laugh, if you know what I mean. So,
is it worth it, Shane? Is all you've achieved worth it?
Well, we asked for it, you know what I mean? This has been our dream. I think all our life we've been growing up wanting to be in a band like this, and now we're in it. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool to be in it.
But you know, I watch these pop stars and pop idols, and I listen to these judges talking to these young kids. I don't know who on earth would want to be in a profession like that.
They're a bit much, in fairness. I mean,
I think that's overrated.
It's drama.
Yeah,
It's TV
drama.
You reckon that's all it is?
It's like
But
a soap opera.
it's taking advantage as well of kids, because I think if it was any one of us at that stage of our lives that didn't have Westlife, you know, we would have signed whatever was put in front of us as well, you know, to become, you know, or to get into a pop band. And especially with the kind of light at the end of the tunnel that people think there is. And for a band like that, especially a band like Pop Stars, for example, you know, it can be, you know, kind of difficult, you know what I mean? Because it is, you're on television all the time before you even know if you're in the band or not, and it must be difficult for them.
But as well as I think one thing I don't like about the whole Pop Stars thing is, it's like for a band like us and a band like them, when you try and get a band like that, everyone thinks, okay, let's try and get the 5 best people we can, the 5 most talented and the 5 best looking, and make a band. Whereas that doesn't always work. Like when it comes to us, we all have different talents. We're not the 5 best in everything we do, but we all have something different that makes a special team. I think that's why we've been here so long, and that's the success we've had. I don't think that's going to work if you just try and take the best. It's not like football where you get the best players to make the best team. It is a big team effort.
And you've really got to be together as a band. You know, when you're thrown into something like that, like say for example the Pop Stars, you're thrown into a house together, and you've no choice. You have to live with each other, and you have to get on. You're on TV 24 hours a day. It wasn't like that for us. We just gelled straight away. Myself, Shane, and Mark, being from Sligo, 2 boys, you know, knew each other very well in Dublin as well. And when it gels straight away, instead of somebody trying to force it to gel.
So do you feel that the manufactured bands like Hearsay, that they don't actually work?
No, they do work.
But they won't last.
They're working at the moment, but I don't think a band like that would last as long as
there's not a lot of longevity.
Like, it's not because of their talent, just because purely they didn't know each other.
Yeah.
It's very
I think
hard.
those TV shows have brought the whole kind of marketing pop thing to the biggest extreme it can go to, if you know what I mean. And the only unfortunate thing is the faster you go up, I think the faster you come down, if you know what I mean. So it's like, you know, it's
hopefully we won't come down fast.
But from there at the top, would you have expected 3 years at the start?
No way.
We don't expect anything, we've got to be honest, Jerry. I think everything's been kind of a roller coaster for us. I think everything we've achieved is brilliant, and we want more now. We think we're still hungry, but we never expected any of this. Not so soon, anyway. Definitely.
But how do you keep your lives together? Because some of you outside of Brian are in long-term relationships as well. How can you run a relationship with the life that you have?
I think it's very easy. If you meet the right girl, it's very easy. Do you know what I mean?
But then it's phone calls, isn't it?
It is a phone call relationship for a lot of it, but when you get to a stage, if you start getting successful and stuff like that, then you can afford to fly people. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that, so it's easier.
I think the sad thing is, and I was actually just talking to Kerry about this morning, is, and quite recently it's been happening to me, is when I go home, you meet so many different people on the road, and you're talking to so many different people, and you sign so many autographs. Sometimes when you get home, when your friends come around to your house, or your parents come around to your house, you just don't want to talk to them. You just want to sit, close the doors, and do nothing. And sometimes it can affect your personal life. And I've noticed that quite recently. Like some of my friends come around, and I don't actually want to talk to them, because I'm just so sick of talking all day, every day.
And then is that mistaken for this guy's getting too big for his boots?
And people think, oh, he's getting arrogant, you know. And it's not like you're even too tired to talk, it's just you don't want to talk.
Yeah.
You just...
You're all talk types.
You're all talk types. What are you doing over Christmas? What's on the agenda?
Actually, we're doing a show on RT. Am I allowed to say that on this?
No, you're not. Go ahead.
We're doing a show, actually. It's a Christmas special. It's going on Christmas Day. And we're singing with a lot of mystery guests, all Irish singers. And it's going to be a big show. And we're looking forward to actually recording it quite soon.
Excellent.
So
and then in January, you're all for the wedding, are we? Are we all for the wedding?
We are.
Yeah.
We'll all be there?
Ready to go?
Ready to go?
Absolutely.
All plans made?
Yeah. We're all drying out our bells at the moment, we're all drinking, you know. Leaving the room, cleaning the livers.
Who's the best man?
Eddie.
Who's Eddie?
He's a fella I grew up, I've known him since I'm 2 years old.
Oh, so you picked none of the lads?
Well, Shane's a groomsman.
All right, what are the other 3?
We're not good enough.
We're getting drunk. We're getting drunk.
That's terrible.
No, they had to pick a name out of a hat.
I thought that relationship was finished.
I forced him to pick me, so.
Right, well, with all that, and then, of course, the big news for us next year is your concerts in the Odyssey.
That's right.
Now, there were 8 concerts in all, 8 gigs in all.
Yeah.
They sold